Hello everyone, Maryann here, revealing light, tarot, astrology and spirituality. Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. Thank you for all your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. Welcome to new subscribers, and in any other way that you choose to support this channel. I am always deeply grateful. Okay, so today we're going to take a look at Milton, the hurricane that we touched briefly on in the last reading. I said it wasn't going to be as devastating as Hurricane Helene. However, nevertheless, we should be very careful because I saw storm surges and flooding as well. Yesterday, when I took another look, when I tuned back into it, I saw a particular building that had columns on it surrounded by water. Must be a fairly well-known building, but anyway, I'll leave that for Floridians if they know what I'm talking about, or if it's representative, a metaphor for something else. It would be close to the actual coast because I did see boats as well. It was a category 5 and it's been downgraded to category 3. Even at category 3, it's going to be full on, and I think this is one that's a little bit unpredictable. If you think of the Chariot in the tarot, it's that quickening of something. So I think it is unpredictable in a way, and I would be very, very careful. And for all of my viewers that are going to be impacted or have been impacted in North Carolina and other states by Hurricane Helene and are still in that it takes months. Months and months and months to recover from flooding. I've been flooded twice. This house that I'm in, very old historic house, and when the first settlers in Australia built their homes, guess what? They built them close to rivers, and unfortunately we are on the edge of a floodplain here because of the historical nature of this house. So it does take a huge recovery. So our prayers and our emotions, our empathy and our sympathy and our feeling for your plight is very much with you, if you can understand that. And it's not just me, it's all my viewers here. Okay, so we'll look at Milton. What do we need to know about that? What new information might Spirit bring forward? I want to focus in on Trump, the former president of the US. The information has come out by the award-winning journalist Bob Woodward that he has been having conversations with Vladimir Putin, since he left office. Now, as you know, the US has been engaged in supporting Ukraine in a war when Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022. I looked at that again yesterday, and I feel that this has been he talks quite freely to not just Putin but to Netanyahu and Viktor Orban. Now, remember also the Israelis planted the explosives in the satellite phones and the pages via the order that Hezbollah put in for those went through. They were assembled in Hungary. So don't discount Viktor Orban's role in what we're seeing, and the talk very much is what are they actually talking about? Well, we're going to take a look at that, but they are undoubtedly talking about how to sabotage this election for first of all Biden, and they were doing quite well with that for various other factors, and they're less able to do so with Vice President Kamala Harris, and that's a good thing. It really threw a spanner in the works for them. I want to see if he's been sharing secrets and actively undermining the US government. I think I know that answer before I even throw any cards. But also, more importantly, there is something called the Logan Act, which prevents former presidents from conducting any sort of foreign policy with foreign actors, and particularly ones that the US is engaged in. I'm just going to say supporting another democratic country after an invasion, and particularly in the volatility of the Middle East. Will he be prosecuted under the Logan Act eventually? Because if Bob Woodward can get this evidence, guess what? So can prosecutors. Now, I also want to I've been wanting to use this. It's been pretty heavy lately in this chair, and I've been doing pretty heavy readings, and because this is a sign of our times, literally, Pluto will move into opposition with Mars in about middle of the month. It also stations direct after being retrograde. It stations direct. Pluto stations direct on October the 11th. So then we move into the opposition with Mars. And so you thought that these truths that were, wherever we find our truth, if we find it in the lies that are spread by Trump and his minions, or whether we find it in lies spread by allies, the truth is going to be coming out. When Pluto was retrograde, it was more difficult for that truth to come out. Expect truth to shock you. Expect a momentum to gather around the truth. Okay. Now, every reading that I do, people ask me, will Kamala Harris win the Electoral College and be president in 2025? Every single reading I do, I get yes. I did another one yesterday, and the outcome card was the strength card. Will she win the electoral office? Yes, strength. There's only one other card that in my book that is the strongest yes in the pack, and that's the Sun card. She gets both every time I read. So I want you to, hope is very important. Hope is very important. So we've been doing some heavy readings lately. One of my viewers sent me this tarot deck. And so we're going to look at, will Vance stab Trump in the back? Was the plan for Vance to take over if Trump won the election, which he is not going to? But was that the plan? We'll use the cat tarot, and it's called This Cat is Naked. I had some tremendous fun. I went to visit relatives, and we got that pack out, and we had some tremendous fun after a couple of glasses of Riesling, I might add. Not too many, but a couple. We had some fun with that deck. We're just going to look at Vance with that cat deck and see what comes out. On a well, everything's serious. What's Elon Musk's agenda? I've been itching to do this reading for a while. We'll look directly at him. Okay, if we have time, I have been reading on the Middle East. I felt that we were on the edge of the cliff there in the Middle East. I know my viewers think so too. And I really am heartened by your compassion and humanity, where you see any type of murder, genocide, violence as abhorrent. No excuses. Black and white. Doesn't matter who's doing it, which side's doing it. It's black and white. To kill is unacceptable. To lie about it is unacceptable too. To perpetrate any sort of violence, and particularly on children, is unacceptable. And we're getting to that truth. So, also want to add, given that I'm half Scottish and, well, 60% Scottish and Irish and Welsh, most of that is Irish and Scottish, I do want to say that the Irish Guard for the UN is still guarding its position in southern Lebanon. Israel has asked the Irish to move off, go go do something else. We want to get in there and do some bombing. And the Irish Guard, bless their cotton socks, has said, no, we're here as a peacekeeping force for the UN. That is our order. We don't take orders from you. And they won't budge. They're in a very dangerous position. So please, when you're praying for the hurricane victims, pray for the bravery of the Irish Guard to focus on peacekeeping and not war. Okay, let's get going with this. And I do like to have a chat before the reading and catch you up on the news, catch you up on what I'll be talking about. So let's go. Hurricane Milton, I want to do a little bit of clairvoyance on this. I'm using the Star Tarot to begin with, and then this cat is Nike Tarot, and then we'll probably draw on the Rider-Waite as needed. I just want to take a look at Hurricane Milton. Was a Category 5, barreling toward Florida, now downgraded to Category 3. Don't be surprised if it maybe jumps up a little. I don't know. It's an unpredictable hurricane. That's what I get, the Chariot card. Okay, so it's sort of going like that. All right, so what do we need to tell my viewers in relation to Hurricane Milton? Well, I'm just getting the Chariot card again. Expect the unexpected. But it is a good thing it has been downgraded from 5 to 3. Let's see if that rating stays. What can you show me? Okay, so it's around the coastal lines there and the seas that I'm getting the draw. And the storm surges, that's where I get. And I'm pretty sure that most people in those areas have evacuated, or if they haven't, they're taking huge measures to protect themselves. So there will be some flooding. I'm seeing it coming up about halfway around certain buildings. But I feel that's more coastal. Now, I do want to preface this. I'm doing a psychic look at this. This is, in fact, rely on your weather station. Okay, your weather experts. Okay, anything else that you want to tell me? Yeah, I think most of the damage, I'm just seeing crabs going back into their holes. A lot of that damage is going to be coastal. Let's just take a minute to send for the hurricane victims, including of Helene, and any future people who might be caught up in the future in Milton, Hurricane Milton. Let's just send them white light. If anyone is in a dangerous situation, again, my Consuelo Newton's white light protection mantra intention is very powerful. I am the light is within me, the light moves through me, the light surrounds me, the light protects me, I am the light. Okay, so that is a very handy prayer. I used that actually when I was being flooded. I went out in the middle of the floodwaters and did it. Recited the prayer. Well, it's not a prayer, intention, mantra, whatever you like to call it, actually. Evocation, and in that particular flood waters, actually, they were up, fairly high on a house. They were about to breach the front veranda, and they didn't. They stopped there, and unusually, our neighbour's house behind us actually got flooded. So, not that I wanted that, but on that occasion, we averted flooding inside the house. Okay, let's get going. That's what I need to tell you about Milton. Let's move to Trump and Putin. Trump and Putin. If I can, I'll get out the dowsing rods as well. Trump and Putin. So will we get to the truth of their relationship? We're getting, I'd like to see it in its entirety, who they're funding, in what ways they're funding. Are they funding through Trump's watch as well? In what ways were they involved in January the 6th? This is all about undermining the current US government. So let's see. Has he been sharing secrets? Has Trump been sharing secrets? Has Trump... Shout out to the Bulwark for all the good work that they do. There was an interview on with James Carville and Tim Miller, and James Carville basically said this is the most important election because Trump is a monster and we need to beat him once and for all. So, sharing of secrets. Has he shared US secrets with Vladimir Putin? Has Trump shared US secrets that he shouldn't be sharing? Has he shared them? Any kind of secrets with Vladimir Putin? Classified, highly confidential, top secret. Has he shared top secret secrets, information, top secret information with Vladimir Putin? Has he shared? And of course we know that he sent him COVID tests when America needed them the most. Okay, remember I said the yes card's strongest, the strength card, the sun card. We get the sun card, full illumination. Hallelujah. Because my next question, which is probably going to be answered in this one, is will he be found out? And we have illusion and delusion. Okay, so choices. There's an illusionary magician's veil that's been cast over all of this. But nevertheless, the tarot will penetrate as it needs to. We get the Two of Cups here, which is deals, contracts. One of the big things with Trump that I get is Vladimir Putin has that compromise on Trump around women. And we also get an ex-Soviet intelligence head saying that Trump has been an asset for decades. Okay, so the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups is the foundation of the reading. The Five of Wands is in the past. War, strife, tug of war, partisanship, trouble. Conducting trouble. However, has he shared secrets around American intelligence or information? It's around the wars. Where you'll see wars, Vladimir Putin will have that information, and particularly in Ukraine. The Eight of Pentacles is in the sky. Perhaps Putin is the master and Trump is the apprentice. He's getting handsomely paid and rewarded for his efforts. We get the Magician card. Can be manipulation, but it's manifestation. And again, this sleight of hand stuff is going on here. We have the Devil card. My goodness me, there it is again. Keeps coming up. The Devil, and unusually now the Hierophant comes up when I read on Harris. So we have the Devil coming here for Trump. Addictions. I'm just getting attachments. It's the darkness that needs to be penetrated by the light. The Five of Pentacles left out in the cold and loss here, loss of money. Trump isn't in good financial shape. And we get the Four of Wands in the hopes and fears. That's my card for the Democrats. And then we get the outcome card as the Five of Cups. That's interesting. Five of Cups is the minor arcana death card. And the Six of Pentacles, I'm in your debt. Wow. And then we get the Tower. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, my goodness me. The base of the pack is the Knight of Cups. What an offer there. And then we get the Lovers, and then we get the Truth. This reading is showing me in these outcome cards, and the Ten of Wands, is that this is the end of a cycle. This manipulative, magician type, sleight of hand, Seven of Cups, illusion, delusion, that we haven't been able to penetrate up until now is changing. The full truth is emerging. And that Five of Cups there, that Tower card, is there for Trump. Bob Woodward's, if he can get the information, so can the authorities. The truth is emerging, and it's emerging very, very quickly. We also know, as I predicted back in the day, that Trump shut down the FBI investigation into Brett Kavanaugh. You see the truth that is emerging now, and that will continue to emerge. Capricorn is moving direct. But, as with anything, there are those that don't want the truth to emerge. So hang on to your hats. This is what we have. And then those who denied it, those who said, no, that can't be possible, will be left with egg on their face as the truth emerges. I don't want to draw a comparison with Hitler, but I think that there are quite a lot of similarities between what Trump is trying to do and what Hitler did. And that's why I don't see it as me being left or right or centre or independent or whatever I am. That doesn't matter. What matters is that this is dangerous. This man is dangerous. This man is a threat. And this is why I do what I do. Okay, so it looks from that spread that Trump will be prosecuted for this eventually. Would be under the Logan Act. Let's see if that's going to happen. Will Trump be prosecuted under the Logan Act for any of these actions? Will Trump be prosecuted under the Logan Act for any of these actions? Seven of Swords, lies and deceit. And the Knight of Pentacles, consistency. He consistently lies. At the foundation, we get something coming to fruition in time. This is the Star Tarot. There's that Hierophant in the past. So yeah, the courts, we're projecting, I want to say 5 years into the future if Trump is still with us, but we're seeing the Hierophant having the courts, the higher authority, having done their work. Three of Wands is crowning this reading, and this can be foreign. It's waiting for one ship to come in. To me, it's about foreign ties. The Five of Pentacles, money issues. Why did this happen? You know, this is when I looked at the downfall of Trump. I think in 5 years' time that reading will stand up very nicely. It's already standing up in many ways. That's on my channel if you want to check it out. But this is total and utter downfall here. There's the Tower card. And then we get the Nine of Wands, guardrails, weariness, boundaries as in the environment. Against what? Against the Tower. Do you need any more evidence of the volatility of the last 8 to 10 years? Do you need more evidence? Judgment in the hopes and fears. I'd be worried if I was him, because that spells inevitability. And then the outcome card is Ace of Wands. There are those now that Bob Woodward's book has come out. If he can get that information, so can the intelligence officers. No wonder he's so desperate to win the election. National security. He's going to be charged with crimes that undermines America's national security. Two of Pentacles and the Emperor. Particularly also, I'm going to say, when he was president. Okay, so it's coming. There's the Ace of Cups. You get your new start. There's been some good questions around. Is this the end of the age of Pisces? We're moving into a new age. Is this what we're seeing, the end of the decay of what was and what is coming into fruition now? And I'd say yes, we are. And this ending is pretty volatile. So, yes, he has been sharing secrets. Yes, he has been trying to undermine the current US government. And yes, he will be prosecuted eventually under the Logan Act. Now we get to a little bit, I'm not going to say light, because there's nothing light about J.D. Vance. But now we're going to use the cat tarot that my viewer kindly sent me. And another viewer, I think it's Angela, sent me some beautiful bookmarks. I've received them as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for anyone who has supported the channel in ways that you know that I know, I'm eternally grateful. Okay, it's whatever way you choose to, and sometimes that's just a like on the video. Okay, so Vance, J.D. Vance, the apprentice. This is Darth Vader. No, the who was it in Star Wars? The Emperor and Darth Vader, master and apprentice of the dark kind. Okay, so okay, J.D. Vance, of course, well-known comments about cat ladies and misogynistic, horrible, terrible comments. He is so far right after being right, extremist when it comes to women. One has to wonder what the hell he's tapping into to be like this. Okay, so, and yeah, whatever his reasons are, doesn't justify any of it. Okay, all right, let's see. Will Vance stab Trump in... Well, let's go if... Well, was the plan to elect Trump and then get rid of him under the 25th Amendment? Was the plan to get Trump elected? Was Musk's et al., the Tech brothers, whoever the nefarious forces are, was the plan to get Trump elected and then get J.D. Vance to take over? Was the plan to get Trump elected and J.D. Vance to take over? Here's one of the things that I want to say. I think that Vance would be harder on Ukraine than Trump would be. Now, I know you're going to go, oh, because Trump doesn't like to be unpopular and some of the Republicans would push back. Vance is more a certainty to basically give Putin Ukraine than what Trump is. Now, I know that's surprising, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, so we go to the Nine of Wands. We get boundaries, guardrails. And then we get the Queen of Wands, plans, women. So, you know, again, often cards are prompt for me, and often I will already get the information before the cards come out. And so we get the Queen of Wands and guardrails. I mean, I talked about his attitudes toward women. The King of Cups is the foundation of the reading. He was put there mainly to deter from age-related, Biden. He was put there to contrast with Biden. We get the Chariot in the past. Okay, so that's something. There may have been something quick about choosing him, or I think maybe even Trump didn't want, I think there were... Ooh, I don't know about this guy. Now, the Queen of Swords, it's women. I'm just getting women. Women. Oh my God. Musk et al. And Peter Thiel, the PayPal guy. There's a segment of these people who are supporting Trump who actually want women put down and put in their place. I'm just getting that here. They feel that to turn around, this is terrible, to turn around those business people, they know that they need labour, and the migrant communities have fulfilled that, access to that labour. However, migrant community, they feel, are undermining traditional America. They want women having families. They see the problem, one of the main problems with America at the moment, is that women are choosing not to have children and populate with a particular type of race. I thought that this was just a play for MAGAs. They actually think this. The Six of Cups, they want to go back to the past. Good God. The Four of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles here is in the present position, incredibly insecure. All of it goes back to their childhoods, incredibly. I don't even want to cycle. My mind is just like I've gone there to the psychology of this. It's like is it too strong to say it's a hatred of women? The Eight of Wands. Okay, that's things emerging, and so we're going to get. I just think this is an ongoing headline here. Hopes and fears, the Two of Cups, the deals. Hopes and fears. There's some kind of deal that may have been done, and then we get the Knight of Pentacles in the outcome. Yes, consistency. Trump is too inconsistent. He's too whatever. They wanted consistency. And the Ten of Wands. It was an ambitious plan, to say the least. And then we get the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. They want to move on from Trump and become the very, slick version, the clever version, the more Machiavellian version. And these cards would indicate that there was some plan for... So it would have been hard to pull off, but there was they were looking for some opportunity to move on from Trump. Would they have actually done the 25th Amendment? No, I don't think so, although they could have. But there was this plan to insert Vance in Trump's place, whether that's at 2028 or some other time, or if he popped off between 24 and 28, their man would be in office. The Six of Pentacles, debt, loans and debt. Okay, the Devil is, of course, underneath the pack, and the Death card is here as well. So it's death to a certain way of life and society, liberal society in America, and very heavily targeted at women. Okay, let's just see with the Cat Tarot what happens to Vance. Okay, so Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, she wins. What then happens to Vance? Does he stick around? What happens to Vance after the election? Because Trump will be looking for a fall guy. What happens to Vance after the election? Where does Vance go? Vance goes to church. Okay, where does Vance go? Where does Vance go after the election? What happens to Vance after the election? I do want to get on to Musk, so this will be quick. The Two of Cups, deals, contracts, and moving out of troubled waters. Okay, so maybe he just goes. The Chariot, something happening, sort of a ride, a roller coaster ride. The Knight of Swords is in the past, a lot of truth emerging. And then we get the Five of Wands. It's more likely that he falls out with Trump. And then we get the Six of Cups, the past. He goes back. The next iteration of Vance could be Trump's a lunatic. Two of Wands, something coming to fruition in time. The Page of Pentacles. And then a maturity. Don't be surprised if he actually turns on Trump and becomes more of a moderate, positions himself as a moderate for 2028, like he did on the debate stage with Walsh. That's what you can expect. I don't think he could lie straight in bed. Okay, I want to get on to Musk. I think this is important reading. I see Musk as quite a threat. Okay. I wonder what MAGA thinks when they hear a South African accent addressing them at the rallies. Okay, Musk. Why is... I forget his name. Elon. Why is Elon Musk doing what he's doing? Why is Elon Musk... I'm just getting the comment that he made about Taylor Swift and the cats or kittens. Notoriety. The ego must love the notoriety. Because he can, basically. Elon Musk. What agenda does Elon Musk have? I'm going to say, what agenda does Elon Musk serve? What agenda does Elon Musk serve? It's like he wants to be the one that, I don't know, uncorks all this information and liberates, and it's again another type of lunacy. What agenda does Elon Musk serve? What agenda does he serve? Oh, God, I don't like... Okay, we get women. The Queen of Swords, that's logic also, planning and strategizing. And again, it's ultimately around the dollar for him. It's a way of making money eventually. It's a way of getting the tax breaks. He thinks 10 years in advance, 5 years, 2 years in advance, and he's setting himself up to become uber wealthy. How's that going for Leon? Leon Musk. Elon. Okay, it's not going so well, I don't think. The 10 of Wands, it's getting a bit difficult. He's had the luck and the wind in his sails in the past, but that's in the past. By golly, look at all those liberal snowflakes that bought his cars and set him on the road to fame and fortune. It's in the past, before he turned. Now we get wish fulfillment. Okay, so is he like someone in a candy shop? Okay, well, I've done this and I'll have that and I'll do this and I'll... Judgment. Whoa. That's karmic in the immediate future. Some sort of judgment is coming upon him. Page of Cups, bombshells, surprises in the present. I know he's battling some court cases. We get untruths. This can be the spy in the camp, gossip. Somebody is going to betray Elon Musk. Somebody close to Elon Musk is going to betray him. Is in the process of betraying him. I don't know how that figures in his court cases, but someone is betraying him because judgment and justice is upon him in the hopes and fears. He fears some sort of prosecution. Trump has given him some guarantee that he won't. He's committed something, and I don't even know that we know what it is. But there's something there that's brewing. And we get the foreign, waiting for one ship to come in. Multiple meanings here. If Trump were to win, as he thinks he would, but he's not, he would see his ship would come in. There's some kind of huge leverage. I don't know. There's something here. It's huge. It's big that he's set up. That's going to go pear-shaped if Trump isn't in. And we get circles of support, celebrations, and the plan. Okay. There's some promise here that would make him even richer than what he is. Could be to do with manufacturing, it's got to do with overseas stuff that Trump has promised him. Now, this tariff policy of Trump's, Musk manufactures in China. There's something here. And, Musk might be playing both ends against the middle with China and the US. there's some great plan, but we get something emerging around this justice judgment stuff. What is this in relation to? Let's just put that back. What is this in relation to? This Three of Wands, it's got to do with business and overseas and profiting in some way. What is this? Is it relaxing of import rules? Is something like that. But there's a case, a huge case going on at the moment. Okay, so what is this Three of Wands? Page of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Legacies and MAGA, division, and the headlines here. This is business for Musk. And there's some court case that is underway now that will illuminate. Again, watch for the truth to emerge. He's got some kind of, in a way, the dominoes that he's set up are quite fragile. And there's something going on right now to do with foreign stuff and his business. And it's already in the domain, the courts or regulators' domain, that could cost him dearly. He's doing this for business, and, the ideology, well, that helps too, but this is business for him. Stoking division is a plan. Is he indebted to Russia or China, or both? Is he indebted in some way? Is he doing this for profit, for debt, for whatever the reasons he is, compromat, whatever? Is Musk literally in the same, doing the same as Trump? Let's have a look. So, yeah, we get the voter and we get weariness. What are we at the end of the day? We're weary. Okay, so is Musk doing this on behalf of Russia and China? Strength. To strengthen their hand. The Chariot. Oh, good God. And then it's ultimately not going to be successful. Delusions. There's choices he's made in the past that are coming back to bite him. The Hanged Man, pausing and suspending this thing that I'm talking about, and it's a deal. It's a huge deal that he's done with Russia and China. He's not in a good position at the moment. There's the courts, the Hierophant. Cards are stacked against Musk, hope and fear that he can push on through. Guess what? That's his future. That's his future. Ooh. Goodness gracious me. The past. Okay, something that he's done in the past. Moving on out of troubled waters, travel, logic. This is what he's hoping. Yeah, there's something huge brewing for Elon Musk, and he's not going to be successful in it. Anyway, watch this space. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. My question around Israel attacking Iran's oil, this is where I think it's going to be. I'm not going to pull cards. I haven't got time. But I think that's what they're going to do, attack the oil refineries. Okay then, bye for now.